Welcome back to Reds Franchise, and this is going to be an interesting episode. I'm going to San Francisco for the first time tomorrow, as I record this, the 30th. So I'm going to be away for a few days, so figured I would get out an episode for you. And the thing I think I can do is kind of a quicker episode, and not quick in terms of, like, okay, it's 15 minutes. I know because I don't upload for a week, and then it's not 3 hours long and you complain. I appreciate the love on the series. It's just, I've said it at the beginning of many of these that it's not my main focus, and it's sometimes it gets pushed down under streaming or main channel stuff. I appreciate that everyone loves it, but it's just the reality. However, we're going to do some moments today, might do some player lock, and it's going to be focused around this guy, Elly de la Cruz, who I have given not only a likeness update. You can see he actually looks closer to Elly de la Cruz, has dreadlocks now. The facial hair is closer, but it's tough to get it perfect. And then I boosted his power and arm by a bunch, because he does just have generational power and arm. And I took the discipline down, because he does strike out quite a bit and not walk. So vision and discipline are not super high. And then I took the contact down to make it a little bit more fair, since I boosted the power by a ton. Tinkered with some different attributes you can see. But I think it makes it a little bit more representative of the player that Elly de la Cruz is. And even though he could come up and technically have like 85 plus power, I think 70 and 68 are good, lower, conservative numbers, but still fit his play style. And he just looks a little bit more like Elly de la Cruz now. Can't be perfect, but I think it's about as good as we can do. And if you didn't know, he is not only in real life yet to hit his first MLB home run, as he's not been called up, but in game, no home runs. And it's a small sample size, but we're going to try and change that today with player lock for Elly de la Cruz. So that's where we're going to start things off. And hopefully we can go yard. You know, Elly is such a freak. Homered in real life today, by the way. Walk-off home run as I record this. Of course, you guys all tweeted at me when Jose Barrero hit a grand slam tonight. He's unbelievable, dude. His 65 OPS plus and negative WAR on the season. I mean, how do they even keep this guy out of the lineup all the time? I don't know. But this is our lineup, as you can see. Elly is still leading off for us. I'm not going to move him down from that spot yet, but there's a good chance at some point he does get moved down if he doesn't really start to hit for us. So it should be a fun time, as always. I think I like lower left for these games, as we'll see what Elly de la Cruz is capable of in player lock moments. A number of you guys also pointed out in the opening day episode, which clearly it's only going to be one game. It's opening day, right? But the Reds start every single year at home on opening day, and MLB The Show does not mimic that. One of the many things that MLB The Show does not get right, despite getting praise as by far the best sports game. But it is what it is. Here we go. Elly de la Cruz is hitting .222 this season, OPS just shy of 700, and hopefully we can get on some pitches. Swing at the first one. It's a two-seamer low. I also had some people that wanted me to go to zone hitting. This apparently is not as interesting, but I think it's more interesting because it's more about the players and their attributes, as Elly will lace one to left field. Fortunately, right at the left fielder. That's 108 off the bat. And unluckily, right at... Is that JD Martinez? Unreal. But I would say that legend difficulty offline is equivalent to all-star difficulty online. That's just where the pitch speeds and movement really seem to be. It does play differently online versus offline, even with the different difficulties. You'd think they'd be universal. They're not. I hit over 500 in Battle Royale in a big sample size. I hit like 510. So if you think, oh, the average will only jump like 50 or 100 points, I can guarantee you if I'm locked in and trying, it won't. So I think this is still the perfect way to be. Don't know what I'm looking for there, as Elly de la Cruz is sat down, striking out looking. But this is the best way to do it. I think everyone's enjoying the series for a reason. Yeah, there can be tweaks and things made to make it better, but I think things are, for the most part, in a pretty good spot, as Elly de la Cruz will lace one into center field. Nice little two-out single, as we are down by 2 here at home in Cincinnati. It'll bring up Yandy Diaz. 0 for 2 today, but OPS over 800 on the season. And 10 stolen bases for him is an unbelievably high number. Danny Duffy is a lefty, so we're at a disadvantage here. And we are going to steal. Trying to swipe the bag. Cruz. De La Cruz in there safely. His 4th stolen base of the year. I think this is a catcher we might be able to run on. Danny Duffy with not a particularly quick delivery to the plate. It's not slow either. I'd say it's about middle of the pack. But it's someone we could potentially steal out. I don't know if we want to take third, though. Good secondary lead. Diaz lays down a bunt, and he might be pushing for a single here. That's a great bunt from Yandy Diaz. Perfectly placed, and it's going to be a bunt single with 2 outs. That's not really what we want him doing. He's such a good hitter. You'd want him, especially against a lefty. Try and use that hit tool, put it into play. And I guess he saw an opportunity for a bunt, legged it out. Now we have runners on the corners here with 2 outs and Tyler Stevenson up. Running, of course, on contact here. Here's Duffy to the plate. Stevenson puts it in play to right. That one's going to get down. Diaz is going to go first to third, and Tyler Stevenson with a 2-out hit here in the 6th. And we have brought it to within 1. So Elly De La Cruz starts the 2-out rally with a single. Yandy Diaz with a bunt. And then suddenly, just an inning later, Elly De La Cruz is back up tied at 2-2. Another lefty into the game. It's Tanner Scott, as there is a runner in front of Elly on first. Tough to say exactly who that is. Yeah, tough to... Maybe Max Kepler. I can see that being Max Kepler. Probably should learn numbers, but I'm going to be honest. It's not even a numbers issue. It's just kind of far away. Can't really see exactly who that is. As Elly De La Cruz showcases some patience. 2-0 count, but does swing away in the hitter's count. Drives one deep to right center field. This one actually has a chance, and this one leaves the yard. Elly De La Cruz with his first career home run. And you know what? That just kind of sneaks out. Only about 100 off the bat. But that one gets out of here. And that, not like 100 is nothing off the bat, right? But he had a 108-mile-per-hour line out earlier in this game. And that is a great American home run. 391 to right center. I mean, it's not a cheapie, right? But I don't think that's a home run in every ballpark. 391 still quite decent. But that just sneaks out. And Elly De La Cruz gives us the lead. And they gave him the silent treatment for his first career home run. Got a lot of jokesters on this Reds team. Elly De La Cruz. What a swing. And the silent treatment from the teammates. And that swing would actually end up giving us the win. Elly gets player of the game, goes 2 for 4 with a home run, couple of ribbies, and he is the real deal, man. Elly is the real deal. What a swing, what a moment, what a win. I did not think that was out off the bat. I thought that was going to be an easy fly out to right center, and it just kept going and going and going. And Elly's going to hit some nukes for us in his career. This one, not a nuke, but it did get out. They all count the same. We'll take it. I'll tell you, I don't really want to stop the fun. I kind of want to do Elly De La Cruz player lock for the rest of these games. I mean, why wouldn't I? Elly De La Cruz bangs a home run. Let's see if we can get more. I think he's going to hold down this leadoff spot. And another 2-hit game would be very nice for improving his numbers. Jock Peterson certainly struggling out the gate. 062. Fraley has not fared much better. Has yet to record his first hit in 2024. But does that even matter when you have Elly De La Cruz at the top of the lineup? It's a night game, and EDLC gets to play under the lights. OPS at only 600. It's going up. It's going up in a big way. We're facing the Marlins ace, Sandy Alcantara. Of course, won the 2022 MLB NL Cy Young. MLB, I guess, is obvious in that. This is the league they play in. Kind of goes without saying. There's a changeup from Sandy at 88. Elly swings right over it. Way too early. Need to dial it back. But you got to get the bat going when he throws a power sinker near 100. It's another changeup, and it's another strike. There's that circle change again. Surely we're not going to see 4 in a row. Count even at 2-2. And that is strike 3. Perfectly placed sinker. Just off the plate away. And that is a big strikeout. Well, this is what we didn't get last time. Was it play in the field? Was Elly DHing? Potentially. Here's a ground ball. He's going to get a chance to play shortstop. Elly's got an absolute cannon. Shows it off there. And that's a big part of his game. Has played quite a bit of third base in the minors, but shortstop as well. And there is a chance he could stick at shortstop. But when he comes up, I kind of anticipate that he's going to play third base. I think Matt McLain's going to stick at short, but he could move around. Indy is not moving from second base. Maybe you think McLain can play in the outfield, or move Nick Senzel back, because he's done that. But I don't know. I think in our franchise, obviously Nick Senzel's not a player for us, but I think Elly could play shortstop. And then when Matt McLain eventually gets the call up for us, as Elly will hit that one the other way. Way to stay on the changeup, get a base knock. But when Matt McLain comes up, I think that, I don't know. We might just shift Elly to third. Maybe Matt McLain can play third. You can try that. And then what do you do when Christian Encarnacion Strand comes up? I don't know. I don't have the answers yet. We're going to figure it out, as here is a 3-0 to Yandy Diaz. Runners on first and second. That's going to be ball 4. We're going to have bases juiced here off the Marlins ace. Bottom of the 5th for a great hitter on our team, Tyler Stevenson. The only problem, Stevenson does not run well. Does not run well at all. So this is double play potential, and it's hit on the ground at short. There's one, and there is 2. The throw pulled him off the bag at first, but he applied the tag, and it remains 0-0 here in Cincinnati. The excellent contact hitter Luis Arraez strides to the plate. Gonna look to figure out a way to get him out. Looks like Morton's doing a good job. Elly gonna have to range to his far side here, and really no play. And he's actually gonna throw it past the first baseman. Needed to eat that. Needed to eat that. Okay. You ever have one of those moments where you're like, oh, I gotta press the button to throw to first? For a second, I thought the third baseman might make a play. We can totally get out of this with a double play, though. Ball hit on the ground. Elly to his left. He's actually going to take it himself. There's no play here. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm at the plate now in the 7th. Marlins ended up getting 4. Tony Santillan in the game. Let's not forget. It's going to be another tough play for Elly. It's a scorcher right by him. Really nothing we could do there. It's absolutely ripped. And we gotta have to do something drastic here. We gotta do something big. Because it's the bottom of the 7th. Sandy, of course, is still in the game. We have 0 runs. He's only at 77 pitches. We need another 2-out rally. That's not a good way to do it. Trying to hit a 4-run home run, a grand slam with nobody on base. Not a good strategy. Just need to get on something here. Here's the 1-2. It's ball 2. 2-2 count now. Come on, Elly, get a pitch to hit. Ball 3. Elly working it back all the way to a full count. Yandy Diaz waits on deck. That is a pitch to hit. Elly just misses it. That circle change was a little bit too high for the liking of Sandy Alcantara, I'm sure, as is another foul ball. Sinker right there. Elly does a good job to fight it off. And another pitch to hit, and he swings right through it. That is the end of the 7th inning, and that could be the end of the game here. Top 9. We do have a moment. Got to get Luis Arraez out, but it's not looking good right now. Elly, please. Why is he not throwing it? Oh my goodness. He did. I hit the button. He didn't throw it. I hit it again, and then he double clutched it, and it's an error. Oh, you got to be kidding me! This is not a good showing in the field. I don't know what's happening this game. Ground ball. Elly. Oh no! He screws it up again. Thankfully, we at least get one out of it. And it's not going to be an error because you can't assume the double play. But not ideal. We're down 8-1. Elly with a chance. Sandy's still in the game. Steer and India on base in front of him. He is the last hope for Cincinnati. The fans are clearing out of the stadium. And they've got good reason to. Elly swings and misses at a circle change. We're down to our final strike. Not going to be that pitch. Come on, Elly, fight back. Get another hit. Will raise your average pretty significantly. Great pitch from Sandy, fouled off. Still 1-2. Extra base hit would be ideal. Elly from the left side of the plate here. Ball is hit on the ground hard and past the shortstop. Elly with an RBI single, as we are not done yet. We basically are, but not officially. Elly does a decent job to stay on that. And it actually pulls Alcantara from the game. Ken Giles into the game now. 1-2 count to Yandy Diaz. Ball's hit on the ground. And screwed up by the first baseman, but he flips on to make the play. That is the ball game. And that is certainly an unfortunate way to end things. But you know what? You can't win them all. Home run for Luis Arraez and Jazz Chisholm. Sandy was, he did what he does. 9 hits, but 7 strikeouts. Just worked basically a complete game, only allowed 2 earned runs. That's a Sandy Alcantara start if I've ever seen one. And I think we'll finish out this series, as I mentioned, by seeing what Elly is capable of here again at the top of the order. Facing a lefty in Trevor Rogers. Elly's got a decent chance for us here. Hunter Green is our ace. But as you see the numbers, Trevor Rogers has been spectacular. ERA, what was it, 1.29? So this could be tough here. But we will lead off against Trevor Rogers here. Bottom 1, Miami with a run early off Hunter Green. Not ideal. Elly trying to get it back. Fly out to center. Going back is the center fielder. He'll make the catch. You know, like the first pitch there. But couldn't really drive it. And Jazz makes the play. Elly going to play third base in this one. Maybe do a little bit of a better job there. And this is actually going to be a diving opportunity for Elly De La Cruz. Did he get it? Oh my goodness, jump throw. It's Aguilar. The scoop not made. Oh my goodness. Time slowed down. I've never seen that before. It's a great attempt from Elly De La Cruz. But it doesn't end up in anything positive for us. Here's a ground ball. And that should be the inning. And there it is. Miami leaves the bases loaded. In these player lock moments, I mean, stuff happens so fast. We're commentating in the 3rd inning and it jumps to the 6th. It's tough to keep track of. We are back up at the plate here. Bottom 3. Elly with back-to-back 2-hit games. Looking for a 3rd. It's actually going to hang in the strike zone. Thought that was going to dip low. We're going to try a more patient approach as we swing through a changeup. You know, Elly's really struggled to get on this circle change. Good timing, unfortunately, does not result in much. And that is strike 3, not the changeup. And all over some of them, just no hit so far. The contact of Elly De La Cruz still has a while to go. And they're throwing that changeup a lot. Good timing again, but it's just below the zone. Elly just misses, and they follow up with that fastball low. It's a really tough combination because in your head you're trying to lay off the changeup, and it's the fastball, and then you throw the fastball again. Elly swings and misses. So I think we're starting to see why Trevor Rogers is such a low ERA to start the year. Really small sample size. I understand that. I totally get that. But he's pitched well, and he's limiting us to 0 runs here. And he's pitched a decent amount of the game. We do finally get 2 on the board. And it is the bottom of the 7th. I don't know what the strategy should be as Elly gets a hold of one. Drives it deep to left center field. Going back is Chisholm. He'll make the play before the track. And Elly just can't get on base here. Still a close game. I would say still anybody's game, but we really only have 2 innings to work with here. And let's start by getting Nick Fortes out. Ground ball. Should be an easy enough play for De La Cruz. And there is the out. We might get one more at bat. We might. But no guarantees, obviously. It's pretty late in the game. I think we made the last out of the 7th. So we need a bit of a rally. If Elly gets another AB, it's going to mean good things for us. He's going to have to charge on this bunt. Elly's got a cannon. What are you doing? As he gets more reps in the field, he's going to get more comfortable out there. And Elly will get another AB. The Marlins end up with 7 runs, but we have bases loaded. Bottom of the 9th. 1 out against Joe Mantiply. Stay patient. Get a hit. Well, we couldn't stay patient. That's a hanger right in the zone. Elly laces one, but lines out to Jazz Chisholm. It'll get a run in at least. So, Elly not going to go 0 for 5 in this game. Count as a sac fly. But the Marlins are going to get the win. Hunter Green was not good enough. Struck out 0. Allowed 9 hits, walked 4 in just 4 1/3. Trevor Rogers had us thoroughly dominated in this game. Ends up allowing 2 earned runs, but 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. Only allowed 8 base runners. I guess it's not like super amazing, but pretty good start from him. And we are not quite as good as I would like us to be here early. 2 4. I thought this was a potential sweep, and we were in these games at times, but it really got away from our bullpen. And obviously resulted in some losses. Let's see what Play the Moments has in store. As we have lost 4 in a row. Have not got a critical situation of yet. Go ahead and check out scouting. We need a lot of different positions, but I think I do like scouting actual prospects. We pick at number 5 overall this year. I'm not going to scout a closer. Just not going to do that. Oh, look at this good Italian boy. Giovanni Gaudio. Looks like he's got some pretty sick power. Let's add him in there. Pitching is never a bad thing to have. DJ Dietrich could be the guy. David Ling, potentially as well. You know, like a lot of these guys are certainly in play. I'd like to see someone with awesome potential, but also awesome overall right now. And I think James Batista looks like he could be that guy. Lefty bat, I would play at Great American for sure. Looks like he could have unbelievable contact and pretty great power and discipline. He might just be a DH, but we could also see him being a lot more than that. Just because somebody's got to play first. And who knows how far away he is. Let's look at another prospect as well. Tempted to just look at a starting pitcher, but I feel like our pitching is okay, and these guys are going to take longer to develop. I might just prefer to sign a pitcher. I don't really want a third baseman who can't hit and is great defensively, great speed. Like, that's cool. I don't need Brooks Robinson. I don't know that they're going to be that good in MLB The Show. Although, George Byrne at first base also looks very enticing. Could be great defensively. We don't know yet for sure, but has that potential right now. And also, amazing contact vision and discipline. George Byrne is somebody I am quite interested in. So we'll do we'll set the scouting plan as that. Go ahead and simulate here. As we finally get into one, as Yanni Chirinos has a shutout. Only 3 hits, has walked 1, 5 strikeouts. And we will enter the game with a massive 9-run lead. Obviously, a complete game would be awesome. But at the same time, we don't want to push him. We don't want to lose. Although blowing this lead would be pretty incredible. Hopefully Yanni Chirinos can just shut it down. I'm going to rely on the sinker. Have him put it in play. McKenna in right. Make the first out of the 9th. I'm curious to see how we got these 9 runs. At this point, I'm going to consider moving Elly De La Cruz down in the order. Great to see him get that first home run. But I'm not sure he's exactly what we want in our leadoff spot at this moment in time. Things could change. But right now, it might just be a little bit too adventurous as Yanni Chirinos gets a K on Kanan Smith and Jigba. Of course, as everyone knows, the brother of Jackson Smith and Jigba, first-round pick of the Seattle Seahawks, as Chirinos is getting squeezed. His first pitch change-up, doesn't get it, low and away. This ball is put into play. Yandy Diaz is there, and that is the complete game shutout for Yanni Chirinos. Got the win in division, and listen, the Pirates are a team we have to beat. You look at them, you say, that's not really a team that can play. And, yeah, they showed it. Quinn Priester actually played today. And look at it. Jock Peterson turning it around, 4 for 4 with a home run, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs on 3 extra base hits. Elly De La Cruz goes 2 for 5 with a home run. Jonathan India homered as well. Yandy Diaz, as consistent as anybody, with a double on a 3 for 5 day. That's a fantastic win. Do we want to overreact early? Hunter Renfro with 3 home runs. A 260 average for him is actually pretty good. Hunter Green, ERA over 5. Tyler Stevenson hitting 240 with 1 home run. That's how we're going to judge OPS from this far out. Alexis Diaz is terrible. Has pitched 2 innings. Not great stuff from him with an 18 ERA and a whip at 2.5. He just walks everybody. It's a really big problem. Lodolo needs to bring that whip down. ERA is in an okay spot. Ashcraft has been great so far. Small sample. Elly only hitting 211. Jock at 212. Spencer Steers raking. So good for him. Getting on base at a high rate. Not really slugging a ton. Matt McClain hitting 381 in 21 ABs at AAA. He could be coming up soon. Lucas Sims has gotten shelled. Alexi Vina lighting up AA to start. Still yet to hit that first home run, though. Jake Fraley can't hit. Kepler can't hit. Do we have a lineup full of guys that can't hit? We can't really even move Elly De La Cruz down because we don't have anyone else hitting in the lineup. Stevenson can't. Peterson can't. Renfro's been good. He might move up. Fraley can't hit. India's actually been okay. Kepler has been awful, and Spencer Steer's been great in that 9 spot. We might move things around here. Kepler 9, and this is against right-handers, but that's okay. India is going to swap with Elly De La Cruz. Fraley is going to swap with Renfro, who's going to swap with Tyler Stevenson. Against righties. I think we'll put Stevenson 5, actually. Elly at 7 is good for now. And then Steer, Kepler. So Elly 7th against righties. That's fine. And then against lefties, he's going to move down again. India leadoff. Diaz, Renfro, Stevenson. De La Cruz, Steer. And I don't really want 3 lefties in a row at the bottom of my lineup. We're going to get Jake Fraley, or should be Ryan McKenna sometime. God, he's terrible, but that's what we're going to do. Jock at 7 is just... seems stupid. We're going to swap Steer and Peterson. And then Steer and De La Cruz. All right, that's what we're going to go with. Something's got to give. We'll just mix up the order a little bit. And we are in it. Hunter Renfro needs a triple to hit for the cycle. Home run, double, 3 RBIs in this game for him, obviously with a base hit as well. We're down 7-3. The Giants have really rallied here late in the game with 3 runs total in the 6th and 7th innings. We're not out of it yet. And I would say, even for a right-handed hitter, a triple's not out of the question here with Triples Alley, although they have a defender right there. Maybe we stay back on one, hit it down the line. Although I just don't really think a triple's that feasible with a guy right in Triples Alley. Are they shifted over that much? Surely they are. So if we can stay back on one, hit it down the line to right, if we get an outside pitch where we can just stay with it, maybe then it's possible. I really think it's going to be unlikely. 3-1. I don't even know if we're going to get an opportunity to hit a pitch here. Let's see. That was the pitch to do it, actually. We really could have stayed on that and gone to right. Although Hunter Renfro is such an extreme pull that maybe it wasn't going to happen. Another base hit for him. Good way to start the top of the ninth with a little single with nobody out. But it's not going to get him the cycle, that's for sure. Hit it 104. See what Jock Peterson can do. 1-2 count to him, not great. He's really struggled for us, unfortunately. He'll hit that one to right. Or not even. Right to the second baseman. I think it's Tyro Estrada underneath it. He'll make the play. Lost that for a second. It's so hard in game to actually see where the ball's going. I think there's a button that shows you maybe it's left trigger. I always forget. You guys always tell me in the comments. Ball's hit on the ground. Renfro with a little stumble over it. No opportunity for a double play, but Fraley makes out number 2. And now it's all up to Joey Votto. Can we pinch hit for him? Joey Votto is an automatic out against lefties. Yandy Diaz. I know you had an off day. Why is he not pinch hitting? Why is Yandy Diaz not at the plate? 3-2 count to Votto. Little flare. Is this one going to drop? It's not. And the Giants win. Could have sworn I tried to pinch hit there. Hunter Renfro had 4 hits. We had 9 total. Not really a recipe for success a lot of the time when half the lineup, or all of the lineup, really doesn't show up except for one player. Not ideal. Not ideal. See if we get more opportunities here. We're just losing a lot of games. 4 in a row for the second time in this young season. What is our biggest problem right now? I mean, we're 30th defensively. We're 4-11. We're just not hitting, really. We do have full interest on Giovanni Gaudio now. Or full scouting report on him. So his contact's pretty brutal. Pretty bad. Got great power potential. Not really a great defender. I worry about him. I don't really think he's going to be our pick. It is early. You never know for sure. But doesn't look good. This looks like Ozzie Smith out there. Andres Lopez. Looks like he could have some decent power as well. We'll check him out. James Batista. Looks pretty good. The potential's come down a bit. But looks pretty good overall. And then George Byrne. And these guys aren't fully scouted yet. So things could change. But it doesn't look so bad. Can't really make a guarantee one way or the other. And if they're going to be a big part of our future. And here we go. Oh my goodness. He has arrived. Elly De La Cruz, 2 home run game. And now comes in. Bases loaded. In a 4-4 game. Against Ryan Stanek. Got a big splitter. Got a power fastball. This is something. This is something. Elly has arrived. 3 home runs in this series. So moving down in the order has certainly done big things for him. And this is a chance to do huge things. Come on, Elly. Ball 1 outside. A base hit even would be spectacular. He's hitting 300 with runners in scoring position this year. Come on, Elly. Get into one. Pitch to hit. Elly to left center. This one gonna get down. It's a base hit for Elly De La Cruz. He's stretching a 2. Throw goes into 3. And it is an RBI, 2 RBI single for Elly De La Cruz, who advances to second on the throw. Don't know if they're gonna count that as a double, but that is a huge base hit. Elly is officially here. And here to stay. Spencer Steer with an opportunity. Ball hit on the ground. That one gonna get through. We're sending De La Cruz. Here's the play at the plate. De La Cruz is out! No! What a throw from right. Mookie Betts. I know you don't run on Mookie Betts, but that's an opportunity to get another run there. 2 outs. I think we had to send him. And unfortunately could not get in there. And we needed to send him there. Dodgers end up forcing extra innings with a 3-run ninth. And they win it in the 10th. Devastating. But a 3-for-4 game. 2 home runs, 4 ribbies, 2 runs for Elly De La Cruz. That is far from devastating. That is an incredible performance. And part of why, obviously, we think he's going to be, you know, our next superstar player. Or, let me rephrase, our superstar player. I don't know that we have a next one. Austin Hendrick with an MCL sprain down at AAA. Automate that. We've actually won 3 in a row. Thank you to the A's for being the A's. And I think we'll finish this Baltimore series and then call it an episode. Another win. And then a loss at Baltimore, 6-17. Hunter Green has not been great this year, unfortunately. We now have full scouting on James Bautista. And he's moved up 1 spot in our draft rank. I like the look of him. His contact right now is really good. It projects to be phenomenal. And power right now is whatever, but projects to be at least above average. Vision and discipline right now are good. Project to be elite. Defensively, he's terrible. I don't really care. James Bautista is super high on my board. For sure. Let's change the prospect here, because we know about him. He's great. I want these high potential players. I know we haven't looked at any pitching yet. We will. We will at some point. Joaquin Arnold. He's got some decent attributes to him. I think we'll at least take a look. And, let's see. Let's make Joaquin Arnold 3, Burn 2. That contact, that hit tool. I mean, it might be unbelievable right now. I want to get a better idea on him. Andres Lopez, I don't know that the hit tool's there. Let's actually make him 3. Make Arnold 2. Burn's going to be number 1 for us. If his contact right now is anywhere near 90, that's unbelievable. I don't think it's going to be. Otherwise, he's going to be like a generational type prospect. We might have to simulate to next Sunday. Get a look on that. I am pretty curious. We have an opportunity for Hunter Renfro. Tie game, 6-6, bottom 9 against DL Hall. And Hunter Renfro destroys lefties. This is an opportunity for us. Looking at our rankings here, we're turning it around a bit, just not scoring many runs, unfortunately. So I think, with our average and with our pitching, yeah, it's not fantastic, but we project to be a little bit better of a team than we're showing right now. Ooh. DL Hall dialing up the heat. Renfro hitting nearly 400 against lefties this year. Show us what you can do, Renfro. That's a hanger, and it is destroyed deep to left field. No doubt about it. Hunter Renfro has ended it in Cincinnati. Great American ballpark or not, there is no stadium in the continental United States that can hold back that home run ball. Hunter Renfro. Did that get to the second deck? It may have. He is savoring this moment as he rounds third base, shoots into home. Nothing but net for Hunter Renfro, and a walk-off win for the Reds. Hunter Renfro has arrived. And with a combination of Elly de la Cruz and Hunter Renfro, look out for these Reds. Look out. Did not get to the second deck, but it was a moonshot. What a win for Cincinnati. Jock with a home run. Ryan McKenna with a triple. Stevenson homered. And Alexis Diaz picked up a win. He struck out the side. Didn't even allow a base runner. Unbelievable. Alexis Diaz has actually done something positive for us. I hardly even believe that. Another win. Gary Sanchez is in Cleveland, and Brewstar is on to save it. Dude, I'm loving this team right now. I'm loving this team. Look at our rankings. Our ERA is not great at 4.51. It's not actually terrible, but it's 22nd in the league, so it could be better. And then, Brewstar. Challenge Gary Sanchez. It's Gary Sanchez. Like, yeah, if he gets a hold of one, that's a problem. But I don't know that Gary's going to get a hold of one. Way too early on the sinker. Show him the cutter. Strike 2. Brewstar doesn't have a slow pitch in his arsenal. Here's a slider. At 92. Unreal. We're going to go back to it. Gary's going to chase. Ooh, okay. He takes it. We got a base to work with as well. I know we don't want to allow another base runner. Gary walks. That's okay. Double play is in order. Oscar Gonzalez runs pretty well. Surprised everyone's taking the sinker. Should look amazing. No one wants a piece of it. What is the book on Brewstar? He's going to walk you? There's a cutter. Ryan McKenna, phenomenal range. Can't make the play. Here's a throw to third. Got him. Played it off the one hop. Obviously, if you're, I think, is that Franmil Reyes on second? He's got to hold up. Doesn't want to get into a double play there. But McKenna, I mean, so fast, covers a ton of ground. Able to make the play. Has a good enough arm, of course, to get the out at third. And now just 1 out away from a win. Juan goes down 0-2. He doesn't really strike out. Go to the sinker. Fouled away. He's really tough. I don't want to give him a fastball because I don't want to make it easy for him to hit it. Try to elevate, see if we can get a strikeout. Fouled off. Hey, what do you throw to a guy like this? How do you get a supreme contact merchant out? Try to get him looking. Can't locate. Go sinker. Down and away. Ground ball. Spencer Steer, make the play. Here's a throw. Got him. Reds win again. Brewstar with the save. And baseball's starting to get pretty fun in Cincinnati. Yandy Diaz with the home run. Fraley with a double. Alexis Diaz throws another pretty good inning. Allowed a hit and a walk, but did strike out one. Got through the inning. No runs. Not amazing, but not bad. David Robertson's injured. Go ahead and we'll keep him active. It's just a few days. We can kind of pitch without him. And get Austin Hendrick back in there. And Hunter Green has thrown a gem. Just like Yanni Chirinos, he's gone 8 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 2 walks. Another phenomenal start, really. Our ERA is getting lower and lower and lower. We've really, it seemed like, limited home runs, only 23 allowed. I think that means 4th lowest, right? And with Hunter Green, you know what pitch we throw. There it is, fastball. Actually going to be in front of Yandy Diaz there. It's not a good start. Jose Altuve with a hit. Challenge him at 101. He didn't have a problem with it. Got a double play. Really well located slider from Hunter Green. Going back to it. Ground ball. Jock to 2. Back on to first. Steer. Got him. And Jeremy Pena runs really well. Not a problem for the arm of Spencer Steer. Great turn. Great result to get Altuve off the bases as well. And the win is not in question. But it's just about preserving this shutout, building the confidence of Hunter Green against a good Astros lineup. There's strike 1 to Jacob Melton. There are a lot of Hunters on our team. Renfro and Green. Never connected the dots on that. Here's a fly ball. Diaz in pursuit. This is going to be a tough play. Diaz will make it. And that is another Reds win. Win over the Astros is pretty nice as well. That's a tough team. Elly goes 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. Hunter Renfro homers. Diaz with a double. India with a double. And we got to Framber Valdez. He's a good pitcher. Dude, I'm telling you. This is a new era of Reds baseball. We started off slow. We are turning it around as our record improves to 12-14. The chase for 500 is alive and well. And oh my goodness. Another opportunity for Hunter Renfro. Jock Peterson with a 2 home run game, by the way. 6 RBIs again and a walk. That's the difference right now for us. That's the difference. Jock Peterson's playing well. We've seen Hunter Renfro walk it off before. Tyler Duffy, a bit tougher of a matchup for him. See if we can get on one. It's going to be tough. Righty-righty, always going to be a little bit tougher for the majority of hitters. Just because the pitch breaks in an opposite way. And that's a decent pitch to swing at. Decent result. This unfortunately ends up being a line out. As we will move to extra innings. Don't really want to play all of extra innings here. But we'll, I think we'll play the 10th and then see what happens. See if Caleb Ferguson can at least limit the Astros scoring here. Pedro Leon is up. the, I think, top 10 prospects in the Astros organization. Fly ball to right field. Renfro makes the play just in foul territory. Runner tries to tag. Renfro's got one of the best arms in the bigs. And you are hosed. Bregman eliminated. Out at third base. Yeah, I don't know why you run on Hunter Renfro. That's not an especially deep ball either. It's a mistake. That's a mistake. That's over-aggressiveness for no reason here in extra innings. As Yandy Diaz is going to have to make a tough play. Diving into the stands. Can't make it. And instead, it's just strike one. And there's strike two. Oh, this guy's going to chase anything. Get it off the plate, Ferguson. How do you not chase that? Get him looking. There it is. Nope. Just off the plate. How about a cutter away? That one got a lot of plate. Got a lot of plate. I mean, not much you can do about that. Just made a mistake. That's what happens sometimes. And it's back to Jose Altuve. That's not who you want to see in these spots. That ball is belted. Hit deep to right center. Kepler in pursuit. At the wall. Makes the play. That looked a lot like Elly de la Cruz home run to start this video, though. I'll tell you that much. Jeremy Pena can't believe it. They're going to bring in Blake Taylor, who's been very good in 12 innings so far. Equally tough on both sides of the plate this year. Do we pinch run here with Ryan McKenna and just try to win it? He's got a lot better speed. I think we're going to do that. We're going to play for the win here. Lefty. I think Jock's just going to hit. 97 clutch in these spots. His power is a problem against lefties. That's okay. His average is up to 265, on base at 340. And he pops it up. Good timing. Why are you popping it up, Jock? It's a meatball, 92 down the middle. Maybe a little bit in from down the middle. And Tyler Stevenson's up. I'd love to get Ryan McKenna over to third base. That would be my dream. Stevenson has really struggled with runners in scoring position this year, just hitting 125. As Blake Taylor very worried about Ryan McKenna, because the game knows when you're trying to steal. They'll never throw over otherwise. They just know when you're stealing, it's a good time to throw over. We are running. Hit and run. Line out. Double play. Disaster. Disaster. Here in Cincinnati. Striking out Jose Abreu. Alvarez is up. Pitch around him. He grounds out. We'll pitch around Kyle Tucker. He walks. I think we can pitch around Jeremy Pena, though. I know bases loaded seems crazy, but Pena, I think, will chase. And he grounds out. And here we are. Jake Fraley at the plate. Let's pinch hit for him. With, I know lefty still, but Jesse Winker I trust a bit more. He grounds out. Stevenson doesn't get over. And you know what? Elly de la Cruz. Let's hit with him. 0 for 4. And in a prime position to win it. Base hit could end it. Unfortunately, our catcher is at second base. We could pinch run for him. But Ryan McKenna is really the guy that you do that for, and we've already done that. We'd have to bring in Kurt Casale. I'd be okay with. Elly takes ball 2. Never a strike. Started outside. Never got back in. 2-0. Hitters count. Come on, Elly. Do something. Meatball. Elly de la Cruz out in front. Still drives it to left. Unfortunately, just early on that. His average has slumped under 200. Now it's down to Spencer Steer. Again, base hit. Could end it. Not certainly, but could. That ball's never a strike. Really swung at it. Good timing, but it's a foot out of the zone. Get a pitch to hit. A better pitch to hit. It is strike 2. Bottom 11. Come on, Steer. Don't steer me wrong. Strike 3. He's benched forever. I am responsible for that. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and make a pitching change. I'm going to bring in Alexis Diaz. What can you do? Ground out. Fly out. And strike out. We got to end it. And that's it. Jonathan India drives in the game-winning run and sends us home happy. Jock with a couple of homers. I'm really impressed with Alexis Diaz. Really am. Was it a walk-off home run? Is that what happened? Because India has a home run. Did he end it with a home run? Nope. Hit to left for a single. Still. Great win. And we've given the Astros a tough time. We really have. Elly's going through ups and downs, of course. But I think it's been a productive episode for him regardless. Showing a ton of power, really. And we'll simulate that date as well. But not before checking scouting. As we get a little bit of a better idea on George Byrne. Maybe slightly. He still looks really good. I don't know that much has changed. Andres Lopez at 100%. He can't hit. He's probably a good defender with fantastic speed. We'll finally look at a starter. We'll look at DJ Dietrich. I worry about his control a little bit. His walks per 9 is a bit lower than you'd like. But I will take a look. Could be different. And I want to see a little bit more on these guys. So I think we're going to actually simulate to May. And see what happens. Another win. Hunter Renfro, 11-game hit streak. We're going to simulate to the end. And we actually won. We came back to win. Hold the phone. No way. How did we do it? 5 runs in the 8th to beat Arizona 6-4. I didn't hop in because I thought it was over. I really did. Renfro does get a hit. Yandy Diaz hitting over 400 right now. De La Cruz slumps to 182. Kepler still can't find it. Yandy Diaz and Hunter Renfro are carrying this team right now. Jock with another home run as well. He's hit real well. 275, we'll take that. Oh my goodness. This is unreal. Let's simulate to Sunday. Let's go ahead and simulate through. Finally, another loss. Could get a save here, though. As Bruzdar shuts it down. Hunter Renfro, 13-game hit streak. Tie game. He could have more opportunities, and we lose that one 4-3. And finally, we have made it to the end of the episode. We're 16-17. It's not really a bad start. As we get to George Byrne. His potential's down to 71-89. The contact still seems like it's going to be great. Power could be a bit of a question. We might have like another Yandy Diaz type player. His fielding looks to be a bit better than we expected, though. Or maybe that was the other first baseman. He looks good, though. And then Joaquin Arnold is still a bit of a question mark, right? Projects to be quite good in the future as an offensive threat. Right now, not too good. Long way to go. But that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Try to get a lot of action in for you. We've played a whole month. Is that better than one game? Hope so. See you in the next one. Take it easy.